Squad? Welcome back to MadMizzy Sports Daily, the #1 spot for everything sports talk, sports news, sports debate. We're back with episode 112, and we starting it off, of course, with the huge news that Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 3 of the first round of the Western Conference Finals versus the Sacramento Kings, already down 0-2. Huge news, got to touch on that. Then I'm going to move into the Tuesday games and react to the Celtics dominating. When is Trae Young actually overrated like the Boston fans were chanting yesterday? Cavs tie the series up in a dominant win. Did they flip the momentum in that series, or does New York still have the momentum? And then we're going to touch on the Suns tying up the series before we end off episode 112, breaking down the NBA playoff games coming on tonight of the Lakers at the Memphis Grizzlies, the Miami Heat at the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Denver Nuggets. Let's get right into it, gang. So we're going to start it off in Golden State. Huge news dropping late last night. Draymond Green suspended 1 game for Game 3 of the opening round versus the Sacramento Kings. Will this cost the Warriors the series? This is huge news right here, but I'm not surprised at all. To kind of just touch on the news and my reaction to it, I wasn't surprised at all when you really think about the force that he landed on Domantas Sabonis with. Then the reaction afterwards, egging on the crowd. He was literally out there screaming pussy at the fans. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Draymond Green is a person that he be quick to, hey, get this fan out of here. He says something, boom, 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 and you screaming that to the fans after, like, you know what I'm saying, interaction with the team. You get what I'm saying? It's like, just calm down. That's like, even if y'all was like tussling or something and then you want to go egg the crowd on, it's like, no, that's too, like, the NBA is still the league that we had the malice and the palace. You feel what I'm saying? So anything that's resembling that, or anybody that wants to add any fuel to that type of fire, like, the NBA is going to come down hard. Point blank, period. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, I wasn't surprised by the suspension at all. Will this cost the Golden State Warriors the series, though? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to see GP2 stepping up, Gary Payton II stepping up huge in Game 3. I'm going to see, of course, the Splash Brothers playing huge. I see Jonathan Kuminga and Jordan Poole playing a lot more and playing better, especially Jonathan Kuminga. With Draymond Green suspended, this is Jonathan Kuminga's time to step up. He has to rebound. He has to defend. He has to be out there as an extra body defensively for this team without Draymond Green. We've seen how the defense collapsed without Draymond Green in what was that, the last 2 minutes of Game 2. So they need him out there and him to play well. So I'm going to still say no. I'm going to see a huge game from Steph and Clay, of course. But yeah, I'm going to still have faith in the Golden State Warriors to pull out Game 3. Was this punishment extreme? No, like I said, no, it wasn't extreme. They gave down the suspension. Honestly, we were all talking about it yesterday for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? It was foreshadowed. People seeing it, and then to hear that Adam Silver was in the arena as this is going on, like, yeah, man, like, you can't have all that going on and the commissioner of the league is in the building. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, he's gonna hand down a punishment. And Draymond Green has spoke on how really fines don't do nothing to him multiple times. You feel what I'm saying? I cut $50,000 like it ain't nothing. I got it. So the only way the league could really get through to Draymond is to hurt the Golden State Warriors and suspend them for Game 3. So no, the punishment wasn't extreme to me. Let's move on. Let's break down last night's games. Celtics dominating win, going up 2-0 on the Atlanta Hawks. Is Trae Young overrated? You had the Boston Celtics fans out there chanting, overrated, boom, 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 boom. I mean, I don't know if that's how they was, because I wasn't even tuning into the game. Because I knew the Celtics. I mean, no, Trae Young isn't overrated. I'm going to just say that. No, he's not overrated. He's still young. His time in the league, I think he's only missed the playoffs 1 time. He's been to the Eastern Conference Finals in that run. I think he was averaging 28 and 9. So, no, he's not overrated. I mean, I don't know what people be expecting. What's people's definition of overrated? He's still leading his team. They're in the playoffs. I mean, what? He doesn't have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? No. Is he one of those players? No. he doesn't even have the experience, but he doesn't even have nearly the size to become one of those players. You feel what I'm saying? But overrated? No, I wouldn't say overrated. People would just be saying anything, and I don't know what their definitions of this be, but I think that's just trash talk. I think a lot of people know Trae. Ice Trae is he the real deal Holyfield. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't call Trae Young a bust or nothing like that. I think the people in Atlanta are happy with Ice Trae, so I wouldn't call him overrated at all. Let's touch on the Cavs tying up the series in a dominant win. Have they flip the momentum in this series, or do the New York Knicks still have the momentum with them still having home court stealing game 1 in Cleveland? I think that the momentum still lies with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to still say that. I think the pressure is on New York to win game 3. That's what I'm going to say. So I still think the momentum is with Cleveland. I don't think they fear going into the Mecca, into Madison Square Garden and pulling out a playoff win. So to me, I think the pressure is on New York to go out there after getting dominated in game 2 and going out there and getting the win and stealing the momentum back. Because Cleveland is probably walking into the next game feeling confident in what they're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think the scenery is going to rattle Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland at all. So they got to figure out what they're going to do with that backcourt. That's the number one thing with the Knicks. I mean, getting back home, that's fine and dandy, but they got to figure out what they're going to do as far as that backcourt of Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. So let's move on. Let's touch on the Suns tying up the series 1-1. With the series side, who has the momentum in this series? I must say that, to me, I think in this series, the Los Angeles Clippers have the momentum simply because I think this is a tight back and forth series, but like the Phoenix Suns are relying heavily on Devin Booker and Kevin Durant as far as scoring goes. So I feel like the Los Angeles Clippers, we have word that Paul George is most likely not going to return this series, so they know they got this team. This is them. The scary part is Russell Westbrook played well in game 2. He shot well, but they still lost the game. So I still like what the Clippers are doing, but the Suns are very, very reliant on Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. So I want to see how that shapes up throughout the rest of the series, and if the depth of the Los Angeles Clippers can just overcome the strength of the top of the Phoenix Suns. Before we get out of here, let's touch on the games coming on tonight. You got the Lakers at the Grizzlies. What am I expecting in this game? Ja Morant, we have no word on what he's going to do, if he's going to be able to play. I'm expecting him not to play. They said they weren't too optimistic that he was going to play, but if he does play, I'm not expecting him to do too much. I mean, that injury was nasty, man. That joint went boom, and then boom. I was like, you seen how he ran off the court. And that's his right hand, his shooting hand. Like, man, I'm not expecting too much. And I think that you really look at game 1, you didn't see AD and Bron really dominating. I mean, they were defensively, but offensively, it was really Rory Hachimura, and you had Austin Reeves doing a thing. So we can expect a King James type performance in game 2. So I mean, Memphis is got, to me, they are on the ropes. I mean, if they drop this game, they definitely on the ropes. But man, this is a must-win for them, but I do not see them winning this game. I'm going to say 108-96 Los Angeles Lakers over the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant not being healthy. The Los Angeles Lakers rounding in the form, the depth, the experience. They've won before, you feel what I'm saying, led by, of course, LeBron James. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Lakers in game 2 tonight. Let's move over to Milwaukee, where we have the Miami Heat facing the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to go, what are we expecting from Giannis? They said he's doubtful. I'm going to say he's probably not going to play, but I'm going to still go with the Milwaukee Bucks because of their depth. They need people to step up. I mean, but I see a big game from Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and then defensively they have to be just a lot more sound. They have no Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat, but the Milwaukee Bucks have to be a lot more sound defensively, and I see them being a lot more sound and getting some unexpected performances from their supporting cast. So look out for like a Bobby Portis, look out for a Pat Connaughton, a Grayson Allen, Brook Lopez, one of those dudes to step up and have a pretty good game tonight. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks 110-105 over the Miami Heat. Let's move over to Denver, where we had the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the Denver Nuggets. Man, I got the Denver Nuggets dominating this series. I got a dominant win tonight, 115-101 over the Minnesota Timberwolves. They just too deep. The way they just flooded them in that third quarter and got them out of there, like, it was crazy. It was like it was over in the blink of an eye. So I like the Denver Nuggets. I like the way that they're playing. I like the confidence that they're playing with. And I think the Minnesota Timberwolves are just happy to be there. They limped in. You got Ant Edwards limping and hobbling and not fully healthy. We know Karl Anthony Towns and his playoff performances or his playoff woes and problems. So yeah, I like the Denver Nuggets in this game, and for them to dominate this series, either sweep or gentleman's sweep. Let me know what y'all think though. MadMizzy Sports Daily. Draymond Green suspended one game, game 3 of the opening round versus the Sacramento Kings. Will this cost the Golden State Warriors the series? Was the punishment too extreme? Tuesday reaction. Celtics dominate and win over the Atlanta Hawks. Is Trae Young overrated? Cavs tie series 1-1 in a dominating win. Who does the momentum lie with in the series now? The Cleveland Cavaliers or the New York Knicks? And then the Suns tie up the series 1-1 last night. Who does the momentum lie with in that series? The Phoenix Suns or the Los Angeles Clippers? And then who do y'all have in the games coming on tonight of the Los Angeles Clippers at the Memphis Grizzlies, the Miami Heat at the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Denver Nuggets? Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert. Gang.